Welcome back, my dearest, evilest friends. Welcome back. Wait, first, before you welcome back anyone, I'll tab. See if this thing is actually recording. Damn. Are you happy? Yes. Welcome back, my dearest, evilest friends. Welcome back to ever so amazing, sexy Cossacks, sexy random Cossacks, where we are playing our very first single mission in Cossack. This is the very first ever, mind you, that I'll be doing on my channel. So it's the beginning of the end already. We're gonna be playing Mutiny, the number 2 mission here. There are 48 missions, mind you. Single missions in this damnable game. That's a lot of missions to finish, and that's gonna take quite a while on a very hard, mind you, but that's okay, because we have done the impossible mission on the beautiful American conquest, and this is a similar one that which I actually finished on hard by accident. And when I say that, I do mean by accident. I was just doing it, just minding my business, just trying it out a long time ago, mind you, and said, you know what, let's try and finish the mission hard. And I actually succeeded. And I didn't build anything. No units, no nothing. You collect units on the map. You collect Cossacks on the map, and there are a lot of them. And I had, I think, around 40 Cossacks in the end or something like that. That when I charged into the enemy and destroyed his economy completely before he even built the first tower. So there's definitely that scripting moment where you fuck off the script before it really engages, right? But we're gonna go into that as soon as we enter the game. Okay, now you will play for the rebellious Cossacks against the Russian Tsar. Thus you will have no allies. Military operation will take place in the plains. Your task is to defeat the enemy. Very simple. There are all these missions from this point, like on this briefing panel, so to speak, are non-existent. I mean, in terms of more detail, more detail about what the fudge is happening, why it's happening. Does it have any historical value? No, it doesn't. Just a fucking game, my friends. But when you enter the game, in the mission that is, it does actually have some kind of briefings. There are maybe certain moments where people talk. It's much more in-depth when you're actually playing the mission. So we're playing this one because it's very simple. We should be able to finish it very fast, but I will not try to do it very fast. But it's all dependent. Maybe very hard does things quite differently. That's the question. Your character is the leader of a rebel army who is wanted by Tsar's forces. Your first objective is to leave the enemy village undetected. The Tsar soldiers will recognize you if you approach them. Beyond the village, there are squads of mutineers. Find at least one of them. And this is like least one of them. There are so many of them running around. And we're gonna collect them. We're gonna collect them and try that way before we really do the bad and the ugly. Okay, so we're not gonna chop any trees, not like we really need to. We're not afraid of these guys. I don't think we're supposed to be afraid of officers. That's an officer. Again, these are all Russian men, manly men, mind you, manly men. I love them men because they're Russian men. They're real men of power. We avoid these fuckers. No, get away from me. Get away from me. I think this is the path that I chose last time when I played alone. No, that's too many. Okay, too many units in that location. They do a little bit like... They move a little bit. They move a little bit, just a tad bit. Avoid. Go through these bastards. Wait. Do not go through these bastards. Wait it out a little bit. Wait it out a little bit. I don't know how much of a range these fuckers actually have. Okay. So when I played it, I took over this location because you need to take one of these locations with the Cossack army to build a damnable, town hall and all that. The map is full of minerals, mines, the gold mines, the iron mines, the coal mines, the all good-looking, sexy mines. Everything is out there if you want. You would even have a goddamn lake, or 2 or 3 or 4. So again, you can actually build your forces if you want to, but we're gonna try this hit and run immediately. We take this, kill these guys, and immediately attack the enemy. The Tsar's forces have found out about your escape from the village and are in pursuit. Don't stop. Keep moving or the enemy will get to you, because they're that douchebaggy about it. Wow, this didn't happen before. Like, holy crap, really? Oh, defeat, because Demon is just that amazing. Is there a restart? Replay the game. Yay! Amazing. I just love that this screen is not connected to... I hate that. I do hate that. I do hate that it immediately drops you out of the game. I hate that. It's like really annoying me. It's so fucking hard. Like, 5 seconds and that's it. It immediately drops you out of the goddamn game. You know, press any key to move on. You know, something like that. I hate that. I don't have time to fucking talk about things. So again, the same thing. We're gonna try the same thing because I'm that kind of a person. I'm a person of evil that likes to repeat the same goddamn things that I done before. But again, the Cossacks are everywhere. You don't have to go specifically to this location, but that location worked for me once. So why not again? Again, definitely a little bit of a different composition here. Well, let's try and find a different route if this does not work. If this does not work at all. Okay, we see a storehouse. We can definitely annihilate most of these enemies somewhat, somehow, somewhere, somewhen. So we're gonna maybe find a nice gap of Rohan to avoid all these fucktards. And preferably near these types of spearmen because of the fact that they cannot shoot at you. At all. Again, strange enough we got that massage. It never happened, well, it didn't happen when I played it, so... It happened when I actually got the horse. Then you get a horse, you become a knight. And after that, you get an army of peasants. Not really. And as you can see, the peasantry doesn't have a huge line of sight compared to other units. Understandable. Okay, yes, they understood the point that I'm running away like a little bitch and hoping to find at least one group of loyal Cossacks. Now finding them is gonna be tricky. Again, a low fucking field of view here. I'm not gonna be able to find them outright probably. Hell's mother humping bells. I don't know if they are patrolling the entire region, so to speak, the entire map randomly, or their specific point. We'll see. And there they are, Cossacks. Not just regular Cossacks, they're real good Cossacks. You've come across one of your squads. You were given a horse and weapons. Your next objective is to liberate the toiling woodcutters. But before we do that, and we have Death Journal squad immediately, but we have to be close with him to actually get the squad. So there you go. Now we have Dawn Cossacks. As you can see here, amazing stuff. They don't have any real upkeep, so to speak. Light cavalry armed with a lance, effective against infantry, inexpensive and takes only a short time to create. And now we are a knight. Heavy cavalryman armed with a mace, wears armor that protects him well against bullets and splinters, effective against infantry and light cav. Good attack and defense perimeters, expensive to create, takes a long time to create. Let's hear general information, again no upkeep, so to speak. Okay. Okay, but the food upkeep is there, mind you. See the upkeep of food. Food is moving down. We only 1,000. Wow, really? This actually might not go as planned because I think if you go on hard difficulties, it lowers the amount of stuff you actually can start with, the food and all that. But let's save here. Let's immediately save. This might not go as well as I planned, but it might go well as I planned. So we shall see. So let's see. First I'm gonna save on Q, cause Q, why the hell not? Because Q, why the hell not? And let's try and find our friends. Remember again, the point is here to find them with specifically our hero. If we can find them, that will be perfect, but it seems they're not always in the same place of power. We can see the Germans right here. We have to liberate these peasantry to start building our stuff. But I'm just worried about too many Cossacks. We're gonna lower even more and more of our foodency down because we cannot feed everyone. And of course, without any food, immediately everything starts dying. And that's about I mind you that that's actually the fact. Because something is on fire outside. I really love these moments for me, you know, like I always find that someone is dying, something always interrupts me. My eyes are now fucking bleeding because of the smoke. God damn it, like, no luck for the wicked, as they say. No luck for the wicked at all. But doesn't matter, screw that. If something is on fire, good for them, bad for me, maybe. Yeah, good for them, bad for me. Let's again just explore as much as we can. If we can cover the entire map, would be perfect, but I don't think we have time to cover the entire map. Again, we don't need huge chunk of Cossacks. We have 12. That's not enough to fight what we are gonna be fighting against. There are gonna be a lot of damnable Russian Strelets units. That is the Musketeers of theirs. So hell's mother humping bell. Let's hope that we won't die immediately. Again, this is just a light cavalryman, nothing to be like, that's not the most useless. If we had all just knights like our main hero, it would be immediate GG, let's be honest. That again, a heavy protection against evil stuff, and I just saw you sons of bitches. I can barely see them on the map. I can barely see them on the map. That's the bad mojo here. And actually, when we do capture, we get food. Oh, actually, I did not know that. That's awesome. That's fucking awesome. Thank you very much. So that means we can actually explore and have fun that way. I like it. Now let's control D this. That means just no fast mode. But I'm afraid that I might not notice in the fast mode my allies at all. That would be a bad mojo, of course. That would be quite a bad mojo. There are definitely a lot of squads. So this is completely pretty much empty map in terms of the enemy stuff. But in terms of our stuff, there are a bunch of them. Just finding, as you can see, huge chunk of mines. If you really want for that long ass game, you can do it. You can fucking do it. But do expect, again, we're playing in the hardest difficulty, which means the enemy is just spamming the shit out of their troops like nobody's bitch. Now this is we're going straight towards the Russians at this point. Of course, that's never a good thing, but I think there might be a few squads of our own. Thank you very much. They immediately go for us. Excellent. I like these squads. These squads like us also. Excellent, excellent. That's 24. We need at least 2 more squads. I think we'll be able... Oh, whoa, whoa. There are more than 2 squads here. Hello, how are you doing? Excellent. Beautiful job. A lot of food. Now we have 36 men. Can we go for more? Let's try, though. I don't know if the enemy is building up forces as we speak, as that's gonna be a problem. Let's again save, because we got a pretty much a nice army. But I think at the moment you actually take a few of these peasantry, then they start building their forces up. I'm not so certain, my manager. That was on hard. This is on very, very hard. It could be that there's a much bigger difference. So hell's bells. Again, the AI on a bigger difficulty just spams a huge chunk of beautiful infantry without any real formations, though, which is maybe disappointing for many people. Again, you know, that the AI doesn't really utilize formation in a proper order. You know, you would expect them to utilize formation because formations themselves are quite effective. But to be honest, I've noticed them utilizing in skirmish many times just plain formations. Always actually formations. Formations do help in this game. You can kill a massive army with a small squad, just because you have some upgrades and you're in formation with the officer and a drummer, of course, because you do need an officer and a drummer to make actual formation. I'm just looking as to where I can really get some beautiful men. I need beautiful, sexy Cossack men. I mean, I would like an actual female unit in the game, and maybe as little as just a peasant Cossack girl-and-z. That would be pure sex, of course. That would be real sexy thing. There you go. Our friends again. Not a huge chunk of them, but 42. Is that enough? Well, it's never enough. I mean, you know, Demon, right? It's never enough. And again, we just take one of that, and that's... Oh shit! Thank you very much. Get over here. Excellent. Excellent. And that's a lot. This time even more than I had before. Oh, this is gonna be a slaughter, my friends. This is gonna be a slaughter for the Russians, because we're gonna rape, pillage, and burn them completely to the ground. So again, I think this is a good point to attack. Again, this is where their village truly is anyway. So attack, move, go, go, go. These guys are gonna be the problem. Charge into the enemy. Thank you very much. Beautiful stuff. Excellent. Capture some peasantry. Excellent. Peasants are under your control, master. Build a camp as soon as possible and defeat the Tsar's forces. Go after them. Thank you very much. Let's build our own a temple of heaven. A temple of heaven. Go, go, go. Excellent job. Killing the minefields that are just mines. Excellent. Beautiful job. Excellent job. Though our hero is here, not a good thing. Not a good thing. Let's burn the shit out of them. Take the town hall if possible. Take the town hall if possible. And did that kill my main hero? No, it didn't. Just those explosions can actually kill a bunch of people. That's not a good thing, of course. Run away. Run away. Excellent job. Kill, 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 rape and pillage. Excellent job. Excellent job. As always. We also took a lot of enemy stuff from them. A lot and lots of enemy stuff. Let's just hope our hero survives, because if he dies, it's a GG. Excellent. Burning down everything with my beautiful Dawn Cossacks. Look at that. Death and glory for the German Empire, as they say. Death and glory for the German Empire. Beautiful, beautiful. As you can see, much it's easier when you know. But the thing is, this is how it went when I played on hard, so it's okay. And we also got their town hall. We did not destroy the damnable thing, but that's great. There are some of my beautiful Don Cossacks still alive all over the place, and you can see a huge chunk of map pretty much explored. Go in, my dear friends. A very short, very hard mission, but again, these types of missions that will be really easy when you have a limited amount of units. At least if they are easy for me, is that I know how to screw around with them. I'm a very tactical. And I think this is it. I think I have destroyed everything. Every single enemy building. Maybe I did, maybe I did not. No, I did not, it would seem, my dear friends. No, it would seem I did not finish everything. That's okay. We have to... I mean, they're probably just pure GG, but they could be building more forces. Mind ya. They could be building a lot of forces all around. Okay, Control A. Get over here. Excellent. Ooh, pink? Really? There's a pink something. A pink something. A nice pink color, no less. A nice pink color, no less. Can I take that? Is that mine? No, I can't take pink people. Strangely enough, I cannot take pink people. Okay, Control A gives you an option to choose all the units on the map that you actually own. So that's sweet of them. We have some of these bats regarding our hero, thankfully. That's enough, to be honest. That should be enough at least. I'm hoping I am like, maybe this is the last storehouse. I think they have a few more, to be honest, but I'm hoping they're the last. Like, some peasantry is not just building a town center so far off that I have no clue where it truly is at the moment. Because that's gonna be a bad mojo if they're just building forces and I'm just searching for them across the plains of Gorgora. That would be really, really bad. But at least I've destroyed all of their stuff. Unless I have to actually destroy them, like... Yeah, maybe I have to, like, basically destroy all the housings here. You know, everything that was there. And I will do that. Like, why the hell not? Not like I actually care for it. And these are purple. There is nothing there to care for. I mean, it's ours, under our control, but we had a situation in the previous... One of the missions, yes, there you go. In the previous, like in the English campaign, there was like, you have to destroy, destroy the town center, and we did that, and we had to actually destroy it to actually work, even though we captured it. So hell's mother humping bells. I wish you the best, I wish you the best, not the best, go east. go always east. I wish you the best. Hope you enjoyed this little short asshole of the mission, but it's an amazing mission, still a very enjoyable mission. And next time, more sex, more drugs, and more love. Victory! The Tsar's troops have been defeated.